What is going on, guys? This is a quick video on something I am very fond of doing during times 2. This is a solo stealth run of Lunar. I don't think it's widely known that this is actually possible, so I'm sorry in advance if anyone gets mad at me for sharing it. But it's really neat. I will say now that you do need very high survivability and a lot of attack power. Therefore, I would very much recommend doing this with another person, because the faster you can kill the bosses, the better. So what we want to do to start out is just kill these wandering mobs so they don't interfere once the boss spawns. All in all, an average run, especially if there's 2 of you, it should take you about 10 minutes. By yourself it'll probably be about 20 minutes. That's not too bad considering what you get from it. What I would normally do is, if I was doing this with 2 people, I would bring my BM ult along with me and get the pop-up boss that spawns after you kill the first boss. But solo, he just takes way too long to take down, so I'll leave him alone. And per usual, I cannot be bothered to log my ult counts. I'm saving that for when I do my solo war song video, hopefully in the near future. So it seems like you have to go through a lot of effort to actually set this up, but this is just the first area, and you just need to kill a few of the mobs because there's a few things you need to do to set up the rest of the run. In the other areas, there's not really much you have to do apart from go straight to the boss and kill it. Now, of course, these things, the tombstones, don't actually take physical damage. So the best way to do them is have a gem in your daggers, use condensed storm, and just APS the hell out of them. Use extreme poison for a little bit more damage. As you can see, you can take about 50,000 life away from them in a spark, which isn't terribly bad. It means it takes a good couple minutes to kill them, but it's kind of worth it to do a run by yourself, I think. Sometimes, I don't know about anyone else, but I just don't want to deal with the whole squad aspect of this. It can be quite frustrating when people don't follow your pool, or they just ruin it for everyone else. And this is especially fun when you duo it. I would duo it with my in-game waifu, however she is not available at the moment, so forever alone. So as you can see, this is really, really fun. This is literally the bit that takes the longest. It's like I don't know if anyone has done this who will be watching the video. If you have, please leave a comment, let me know if you enjoyed it or not before. But when they first revamped Seat of Torment, me and my friend used to do this on the physical tower to unlock Hellfire Abomination, so we could farm books. And we'd literally be standing there for about 10 minutes just wailing away at this enemy. Cool, so now that he's dead, let's switch back to my rank 9 daggers. yeah, we want a tidal. You want a tidal up because this boss has a tendency to use the curse debuff. I'll just use Rib Strike. What you can do actually is, in the initial bit, what I like to do is get an AoE going. Possibly take out 1 or 2 of the mobs, just so they don't bother me so much. See, that's bad. If you kill all of them, they just respawn. But if you just kill 1 or 2 of them, you'll be able to deal with them easy. It just saves a bit on the charm and everything. So as you can see, this is not for the faint-hearted. The bosses in here have a tendency to either hit you very hard or to just completely outright one-shot you. I'll talk more about that when we get to the final boss. Also, for reference sake, we take out the left tombstone only because we want the Relic of Wind path. It's definitely the easiest to solo, for sure. Try to take down Primal Fear solo. Not a fun thing to do. As you can see, the damage output for these guys is really actually quite high. So play it cautiously. As with every single thing in this entire bloody game, I would not recommend doing it unless it's times 2 or you're really bored. Because the path that you take, the final boss drops unknown tinders, which means you can make a tiny bit of profit from this, like 1 to 2 million. However, you can still do this and just... no, scratch that. I was going to say something about Drake's path, but it's not worth it solo. It's really just too difficult. So this is the longest valley in the entire game. I'd recommend bringing some speed items if you got them, like sun chaser orbs and stuff like that. I think I used all mine in the last Nation Wars I attended though. One cool thing that I did today, I managed to stone my way from +6 to +7 on my neck. I lost the refine a little bit, but overall it was a lot better than paying for a +7 orb. Quite happy with that. I know it's only a noob cube neck, but currently I don't really play enough to try and farm my way up to the Nation Wars one. So, also I probably should have mentioned earlier, the reason we skipped the first badge boss is that if you're using the Spirit of Defense to get your buffs, as I am, it can become quite expensive with him purging you all the time. So it's easy to do with 2 people. Just make sure one sub-sees and you both power dash. That's really easy to take care of it, but solo, unless you're alright with being purged, I wouldn't recommend it. But it's not really why you do solo Lunar, because you can just as easily join a spawn Warsong group and farm all the badges you need. Which I might actually do a video on, as well as my solo one, just because it's fun. If you find a good team, you can get stuff done really fast. Alright, so Mystical Jarrix. I would normally wait for Tidal to come back up, because I believe this boss bubbles you like Twilight Emperor. So it's not very fun. but for the sake of trying to be fast, I'm going to get this done as quick as I can. You can see I just took away half my life. I've got 16,000 health. So if you're not adequately geared, I would very much suggest trying to find someone to carry you through this. Actually going to save my title for the last boss, I think. Oh, actually for the next boss, because we do this badge boss. I don't really need it at the moment, just need dead. So what I'd recommend is if you're doing any of these, take the time after your bounty hunter to get the divine orders and just get the free pots, because you might have to spam quite a few of them every now and then. And it's better to get them for free than have to buy them. Cool. Alright, so it turns out I won't be doing the badge boss just yet, because I actually need another person in my party. So I'm going to cut this out and just log in another account quickly. Be right back. Awesome. So, got my other account logged in so I can take the badge boss. Let me just get my sparks ready. I think it might be the badge boss that can bubble you then, because it didn't seem like the previous boss actually managed to bubble me. I'm going to challenge it, bring up title, spark up. I'm going to power dash actually, try and get some serious damage in before it starts bubbling me or anything. Yeah, he is definitely this boss. The bubble very much has the potential to kill you, so be extra careful. Try and keep title up at all times. So what she'll do is she'll bubble you, and then each boss, it seems when you're not meeting the kill count, which is the main thing about this run, you don't have to do the kill count. They just have this insane attack, which they don't actually use all the time, but it'll one hit you, well not one hit you, but it'll take down a lot of health. And if you're bubbled, you won't be able to use your pots or retaliate or anything. So you want to be careful. This just keeps bubbling me and bubbling me. So I'll just wait for my stealth to come back. I'm going to pick up my awesome coins and Venno rank 9 armor. Actually a shame that I know they were introduced quite a while after, but when I went to get the thing that spawns the extra bosses on my Blade Master, I also got it on my Sin. It's a bit of a shame that there's no substitute for that, like I can't choose one boss out of the instance to change that for, or something like that. It's kind of wasted. I've got an archer on this account as well, which I sometimes log in to do it with. But it's a lot of hassle having to clear most of the instance, log in the archer, spawn the boss, log the sim back in. And then at the same time focus on keeping the instance claimed to a certain account. So, we're coming to the funnest part. Now, there's one rule with this boss. You have to buff up, jump in, kill him as quickly as you can, and try to not to use any skills whatsoever. If you use skills, it seems like it makes him use his crazy attack much quicker than he normally would. And he'll just one-hit you, regardless of what's going on. He'll probably tick deaden before he even uses that as well. So, fingers crossed. I'm going to jump in and try and mess him up. See how it goes. So his crazy attack hits you for something ridiculous, like 50,000. I think it's, yeah, so after he does his animation to cast a spell, he'll do a little spin, and that's when he's going to use his special attack. So if you're so if you're not clever, you can't spark through it, but if you time it just right, you should actually be able to spark through it. So we're going to try this again. Work on my spark. He's probably going to win. Ooh. Yeah. So, that was a very bad example of what he can do. So, for the sake of the video, I'll continue it, but I'm going to clear the instance quickly and cut to it, and I'll leave you with the note saying that you should most definitely do with this with 2 people, because he'll only kill one of you at a time, and whenever I've done this with 2 people, by the time he gets around to using his special attack, he's already dead. So, we'll pretend that little falling fail didn't happen, and I'll see you in the next part. Just keep running, what do? We run, run. Hey, great job, Kim. Making a video on how to kill the mobs in Lunar like every other freaking team that does Lunar. Whole point of a stealth run is that it's stealthy and it saves time. Right, welcome back. I'm very sorry for that horrible display of what this run's supposed to be. Basically what I would say is, unless you're 4 APS rank 9 plus 12 or 5 APS plus 12, whatever, just clear out the mobs. It'll save you a lot of time in this last level at least, for running back and stuff. Hopefully it should go much better, because it should just be easy mode now. You can use all the skills we need, keep it so it doesn't attack that often. Hopefully get 5 unknown tinders to make this worthwhile. I don't even know how many drops he has normally. I think it's 6. Yeah, 6 during times 1, or normal. Or 12 during times 2, I believe. We'll find out anyway. I'm actually a big fan of Lunar, like, it's probably my favourite instance. I really love the stuff that you can make from it. I think it's really well designed, and if it's still relevant, I'd most definitely use it. I really like the way the Lunar armor looks as well. The Lunar Nirvana armor, that is. I just think it's really cool. I love the angelicness of it, because it's all white. So as you can see, I've got to stop saying that. But he's really quite a pushover when you've got the mob count. And it looks like we got jack shit. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 drops, 12 during times 2. It's the same with the essence boss, really. It doesn't pose much of a threat. You just go on, take the quest, don't need to wait for title, don't really need to wait for anything. As you can probably see, I'm doing this unbuff now as well. You could do the run unbuffed pretty easily as long as there's 2 of you. I want to reiterate that this is something that you should very much do with someone else. Because doing it solo is possible, but you're going to have a hard time and you probably won't enjoy it that much. Actually, you need to put in a new charm as well. I probably should have done that before I started. That was just so lucky, I can't even. That was not so lucky. Running, just keep running. So, let this just be testament to how hard this run can be. It's really something you should be doing with 2 people. It's a lot of fun with 2 people, but by yourself it's very unforgiving. I guess the point of the video is to showcase just what the run kind of is and what it's like. And that it is possible, because like I said, I think a lot of people probably don't know about this run. And this is how you get those shops with like 100 and something unknown tinders for sale. As you can see, we did that easy peasy. Well, yeah, that's it. That's a very bad example of how this run goes. Trust me, during times 2 with another person, you can get like consistent 10-minute runs, and it's very much worth it if you take turns to open and just go as fast as you can. You get a lot of badges, you get a lot of molds, you can craft the special items once you get the rare drops, and you get the essences. It's very chill as well. It doesn't require much brain power. Yeah, so that's it. If you liked the video, please leave a comment, a like, subscribe. If you didn't like it, leave a like anyway, or dislike, but just let me know why, and I'll try and make it better in the future. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see y'all later. Come on, Primal Dragon. Give me some money. Come on. Right, stop attacking. Get ready to pick. Go, 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 go. Go, go, go. Yes! Yes!